To an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Carolina Panthers. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Set 180. Right there, 54 Mike. Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. 54.
On first down, Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7.
Great. Check 20. Great. Shift. Check. 66. Bullet.
Newton now to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Parks. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
No gain on the play there, second down.
No gain on the play, second and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
46. Right there, 54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
A gain of 12. First down, Dallas.
Check. Walk 54. Hey, check.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. On first down, Elliott. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On second down, Elliott. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense, to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Let's go, D.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded at the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Coming off the pick six, it's Newton. And this will be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Let's go one more. Check it back. Check it back. Hey! Check 43. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Gun. Hatchet. Hey, switch gears.
To throw again. Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The tank, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Fielded at the 20. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
You go. We're going to 54. Check.
Prescott now from the 50. And he will find his man on the outside. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys. You always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Going to 52.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Wide open receiver, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 15-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Elliott. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Here we go. 54, right, 54. I got you. We're going to 53.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Got one.
3rd and long for Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Hey! Stop, let's go! Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Jam.
From the 50, Newton. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Check. Gun. Kill. Slam. 20.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10.
Man, I got you. Kill. Check 31. Hey! Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Sponge. No. Express! Check. Motion out of the backfield. Mike's 54.
Off play action. Newton rolling to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to get it down to the 14-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
The first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's first and 10 at the 14.
Motion to the backfield. Back 50,
To throw is Newton. Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check right. Watch it. 20. Oh, here we go. Oh, check 26. 8. Oh, try. 55. I'm trying to collect. 55 is my guy. 55. I want that. Give me 8. Give me that ball, defense.
Throwing again. Newton being chased out left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a third and short, 3rd and 1.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Dancing to his left. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Now Newton. Flush to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Gun. Check.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Don't get nervous.
Newton now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver there, Ian Thomas. But now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal.
It's our time. Shit. Great.
Here's Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Keep playing hard, fellas. Let's get it.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down.
Right there. 54 Mike.
Not today, you are.
Express! 54. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. 8.
You must be dreaming.
A final shot before the break. Newton. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. A 2-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. You knew time was going to run out, so this had to be in the end zone, and somehow they were able to find a window and get it done.
Very easy for us to talk about up here that, yes, all that had to happen. But when time's running down, sometimes your brain compresses a little bit too. They showed great poise, understanding of situation, making sure they got to the end zone in order to complete that pass and take a nice momentum into the locker room.
Watch the whip.
The final shot before break. Newton. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First down, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Prescott to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds, because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. So we got man. Check 9, check 9. Kill. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Brian Burns gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Mike 5'9", Mike.
Kill. 47. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go. 26.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Steps away to his left. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
8.
Mike 5'4", Mike 5'4", Mike 5'4".
I got one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Buying time to his left. Man open, that's Ray McLeod. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 21.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
On first down, Newton. They'll roll him out. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 16. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Tyler Lancaster on the tackle.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, watch the slant. Slant.
Here we go, 46.
Mike's 59.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
A gain of 12. First down, Dallas.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. From the 41, Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. On first down, Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And down to the 7-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jordan Howard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
20.
Mike 55! Mike 55!
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
Gun. Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Ready?
To throw again. Newton taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught at the 20. A big play there for Carolina. 55 yards. From the red zone now, Newton. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Newton. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And a Cowboy first down.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try to throw now. Prescott is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
47. Check 59. Mike is 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Going up top. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. Johnson, the intended target. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton forced out to his left. And Thomas has it. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Greg. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. And we have you on the edge.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Being chased out left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Here we go, 46, 46.
That's it. Mine's 59. Hey, here I come. Here I come.
Well, Prescott here to throw. It's caught. Cooper. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
It's funny when I go back to our pregame meeting with Amari Cooper and we mentioned, what if they play man coverage against you? He almost seemed offended by it, didn't he?
I'll beat it. That's basically what he said, right?
I mean, the best receivers we've ever talked to and covered, when you talk about covering them with one guy, they think that's a personal affront. If they feel like if they can't just beat one defender, then they're not very good.
Gonna take a shot for Gallup. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Prescott yet again. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. Curtis Samuel, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
What we got? Switch it. Come on, switch it.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done.
Switch. Alert flare.
Hey! Shift!
One last throw here for Newton. Dancing to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
Check. Watch 54.
We're going to 54. Wide in.
Cut. Check 52.
Now Prescott. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Cowboys, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to the Windy City to take on the Bears. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Better kill it and did it again. I'm with the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it.
Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I just got bags from Prada. Rolling up. I'm in a brand new model. It'll be here tomorrow. I don't got fears or problems. Only got real ones round them. Only got. It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we back up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Down from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one.
Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now.